was like, you guys don't assimilate to our culture.
They're always mad
And I'm
about
just thinking,
something.
yeah, they're always mad. I'm so sorry that we're not like assimilating to your victimhood because we don't come from that like type of culture.
You don't
We
come
came
from
here, built
fufu.
businesses, put people in governed positions and mayors and Congress people, and you're mad that we're able to do that in 30 years, and it took you guys 300 years to even be recognized as human beings. You were 1/5 of a freaking human being, and you're angry that we were able to do that in 30 years.
Wow.
The racists are actually just jealous of Somalis because of how successful we became in a matter of one generation. And I was watching a lot of videos that are coming up on my For You page where people are saying, how come Somalis have nice cars and we don't? We've been here like how many generations? We were born here, our ancestors are from here, but Somalis drive nice cars. This whole thing is just making me realize is jealousy. They're jealous of our success because they expect us like to be at the bottom of the bottom, right? And then we come here one generation, we work hard, we save our money,
and they contribute.
Well, there you have it. This woman, these people, they can't tell you that they don't know our story. They can't tell you that they don't understand. This woman just sat here and said that we was 3/4 of human beings. We just got recognized as being human beings, right? She talked, she said we were slaves and we're jealous and all these things, right? They act like they don't know our story, but then they know our story, right? And they say that they did this, they came and built all this in one generation, and we've been here for all these generations and we've done nothing. Now, I don't have to get into all we've done for immigrants and how we fought for them to get here, because she know the story. Because if she didn't, she wouldn't be able to articulate herself in the manner in which she just did, right? But it gets like, these people are crazy because the things that they say about us. Let's revisit what this Imam was saying. This is an Imam. He's supposed to be propagating and preaching from the Quran. And look what he's saying about other human beings. Look at what he's saying about FBA Americans.
So if you have 1 minute, I'd like for you to check out this video.
Most of the people that we meet, especially African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand. They will tell you, I don't know my father. Well, who named you? Whose name are you carrying? Well, my mother chose his name for me. I don't know. Is that what we want for our ummah? No.
So I want to say this with as much clarity as I can possibly say it. I don't believe that every Somali imam thinks this way, but this gives an indication that there are people who we have allied with, who we have supported, who we have taken on as brethren, because were it not for the African American experience, these people would not be able to do any of the things that they're doing. But we have to realize that some people are not our friend. There's a saying in the Black community, not all skin folks is kinfolk. So my decision is, if you came in during this time, I'm rocking with people who came in who have a heritage of experience in the Black community, specifically foundational Black Americans. Until you prove to me that you are an ally of mine, I'm not rocking with you.
Now, the ironic thing is, this man is talking all this foolishness, but yet and still, we're hearing now through the grapevine from Somalis themselves that the single mother rate among Somalians in this country is astronomical. It's unbelievable. And women are not respected. I already knew in a lot of those traditions, they don't respect women at all anyway. But they treat women like the bottom of the barrel, as if they're property or just bottles that needs to be corked, and then they move on to the next woman. This is what they do, right? So you hear women and men talking about this. Let's look at some of that.
I've never seen so many single women in my life, the Somali women, So many of them don't have husbands, looking, wanting, even some of them begging. Oh my God, you're so handsome. And I tell them, I say, listen, I don't mess with Somali women because of this, this, and this. And they say, oh, please, brother, not all of us are like this. Please, please don't think this way. Those are the bad ones that I send y'all messages where they've told me this, many messages.
You are a lie.
Yes, I am a single mother. Here's one of them. I have 5 kids by Jarar. 5 kids, 5 different baby daddies. So I'm looking for the 6th one, and hopefully he can be a Somalian. You trying to be one of them?
Another crazy statistics, just in Minnesota, not anywhere in the world. I can just imagine the statistic in the world. Just within the metro area of Minnesota, there's about 30,000 single Somali mothers, single mothers, which is a ridiculous number. But at the same time,
So now, while we're jealous and most of us are born to one night stands, this is your imam teaching and preaching this to the people. Where most of us are born from one night stands, we're jealous, we accomplish nothing, it's unbelievable. This is what they're doing. This is the way that they're treated. They're just going around boat racing Somali cheats and just leaving the children. Just leaving the children. So now a whole bunch of stuff is coming out now. A whole bunch of things is coming out because that money's drying up. See, when they was running those scams and the money that they was getting to build these communities and stuff, somebody was signing off on that. And a lot of that was coming out under the Democratic Party. Now you got Trump in office. The well is drying up and they know it. They know that the jig is up. Now they about to start struggling. Now they about to start struggling. See, they was giving a leg up. And I've been trying to get all kinds of money for my program. The money ain't there like it should be. But these people was able to defraud millions of dollars from PP loans to autism scams to scams that was to feed the poor. I'm talking about billions of dollars. Billions. Check it out.
A $250 million fraud scheme. Already 77 people, many of them Somali immigrants, have been charged in one of the largest taxpayer-funded scams in U.S. history. Minnesota, home to the largest Somali community in America, has become the center of this massive investigation. This is the Feeding Our Future scandal, a pandemic-era scheme in which defendants allegedly stole over $250 million meant to provide meals for low-income children. Instead of feeding kids, prosecutors say the money went toward luxury homes, high-end cars, jewelry, overseas transfers, and an entire network of shell companies. According to the DOJ, the conspirators submitted fake invoices, fabricated meal counts, and even staged photos to make it look like they were serving millions of meals that never existed. In some cases, they claimed to feed more children than lived in entire neighborhoods. A federal jury found Amy Bach, the founder of Feeding Our Future, and Salim Ahmed Saeed guilty of conspiracy, bribery, wire fraud, money laundering. Federal officials say more arrests may still be coming.
Within 48 hours, we already found $1 million worth of fraud within the Minnesota Somali crime network, and we're going to continue to investigate and work with our federal law enforcement partners.
It's mind-blowing how much money is out there, taxpayer dollars, by the way,
right.
Our money that we don't have a clue where it's at. This is Congresswoman Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, and she was on the other day on another network claiming that the fraud got out of control because this program via the government didn't have the right guardrails. Watch.
So let's get back to these single moms and this single mom conversation, right? Because this ain't me. This is Somalis exposing their own community for all the stuff that they're doing. So now, it's funny how everybody talk trash about us, disrespect us, do all kinds of words to try to denigrate us, but then try to run to us for help. They try to run to us for help. It gets crazy, right? So you got Somalis for Trump, and you got some that's divided. It's just a whole bunch of stuff going on up there, man. And a lot of them are being sent back to Mogadishu, man, because they out here. A lot of them on welfare. They just dropping babies here so the babies can be citizens. It's a whole bunch of foolishness, and Trump is trying to take away birthright citizenship. But let's look at some more of what the Somalis are saying about these single moms and about the way that the men treat the women.
And another thing about dating Somali guys. So I said previously that I didn't want to continue the relationships because I knew I would have to convert to Islam and I didn't want to do that. My Somali girlfriends would tell me about like their relationships with Somali guys and they would be like, oh, Somali guys, all this kind of stuff. But their moms would be married to their husbands, right? And their husbands had multiple wives. And their dads would be neglecting them, neglecting their other families. Because they want to choose to be with their favorite wife, their favorite family, and then leave their moms to be basically single moms. Like a lot of the time they would like send money to the family, but that's not enough. It literally says in the Quran that you should not be marrying more than one wife if you cannot provide for them, especially emotionally. If you can't be present for your other families, you shouldn't be doing that, especially if you cannot afford it. But some of these men, they just think it's a free pass to marry as many women as they want. It's only up to 4 wives, but you get what I mean. But just like the South Sudanese community, the Somali community, the girls are not standing for that anymore. This generation of Africans, I'm actually so happy that we're deconstructing all of these bad cultural practices.
This comment here got over 1,000 likes. So let's do it. Here are 3 hard-hitting truths about divorce and single mothers in the Somali community that we're not ready to hear. Number 1, over 70% of Somali American children are raised by single mothers. In cities like Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Columbus, Ohio, Somali women are raising an entire household alone, not because they chose to, but because the father left. Some remarried, some returned to their home countries, and some just disappeared. In majority of these cases, no legal action or no financial responsibility has been enforced on them. Number 2, divorce rates rising. Men face no consequence. Divorce rates in the Somali American communities spiked over the last 10 years. And when marriages breaks, the woman is left with the kids, while the man starts over with another family without accountability. And culturally, he's still respected, chill like that, while she is questioned, judged, silenced. No child support, no co-parenting. Number 3, community protects the men, isolates the woman, while a divorced Somali man is still invited to weddings, to events, to the masjid boards, while the divorced Somali woman is treated like she failed while she's doing everything. Work, paying rent, school runs, parenting, all alone. She becomes the mother and the father, and yet, culturally, she failed. And that she couldn't keep a man. These are not opinions. These are facts that the Somali communities in the West are facing every single day. These are some of the hidden, silenced truth within our culture. I appreciate you for liking the video. What are your thoughts on this?
I'll say this in closing, we ain't got no friends. We ain't got no friends, and we've been through this. And a lot of these Pan-Africans, they want to hold on to Pan-Africanism, but it's really Pan-scamism. That's all it is. And Africans practice pan-culturalism. They're not practicing Pan-Africanism, family. We're the only ones that's doing that. We are the only ones that's practicing that. These other groups come here, they care about themselves. Somalis don't care nothing about people from Sudan or Ethiopians. They care about Somalians. And I'm learning now, finding out that Somalians are like the Nigerians of East Africa. You know how everywhere you go, they got a stigma on Nigerians, and I'm not taking a dig at Nigerians, because I know there's a lot of good Nigerians, but there's also a lot of Nigerians that kick up dust around the world in a lot of countries. We know that that's a fact, right? But now we finding out that there's a lot. I got my homie from Zimbabwe and my homie from Mauritania told me about Somalians on the continent and all the wild stuff that they be doing. So we don't need a lot of these groups in our community. You can see that a lot of them are not an ally to us. Look at the way that they disrespect and talk about us. They come into somebody else's house and don't even take the time to learn the culture, but disrespect us. But those women that was talking, they know. because the things that they were saying, it would be impossible for them to not know. But at the end of the day, they still talk this disrespect. But I bet you they won't go back to Mogadishu. They won't go back there. They won't go back to Black Hawk Down and go over there and fix your own stuff. No, they won't do that. They come here and talk about us and try to ingratiate themselves into the W folks culture. And they finding out real fast that in America, you're black. You might be whatever tribe you are over there and your nationality, but in America, your behind is black. And you getting a crash course on what it's like to be black in America when you piss off the W man. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.